So for example, do we have Tony? Let me see.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just load
So,
right now.
so Jack,
everybody else get out of the server, please. So we don't have an automatic way to kick you out. Everyone get out.
Jack, are we ready to go live on Twitch, or are we live already?
We are live and with all.
Oh my goodness. Okay. My bad. Just a second. Let me just update my tweet since I got it all wrong. Sorry about this.
It's okay.
Chris, and this time I have a way to change the scenes, whatever Maxine on the spreadsheet, then I can just change the scene.
Okay, so just bringing that up. All right, good. So you're showing the sandbox. Very good. So are you going to switch now to the? Okay, so let's assume we're actually starting now. So is Jack, are you ready to go? Is everyone? Adam, are you ready to go? The racers are ready to go, so that I can start the.
We're good. We're
okay.
Go.
All right. Well, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the monthly Donkey Car DIY-RoboCar's virtual race. Sorry about the housekeeping in the beginnings. All my bad. Today we have 58 racers. Probably something close to that will actually participate. That means we're going to try to be as efficient as possible. As always, we're going to pair them up one by one or two by two. And at the end of the day, everyone will get a time. If they finish one lap, they get 1 lap time. The best times will determine the rankings. The top 8 will go into the ladder. And then at the end of the hopefully we can do this in an hour. At the end of this hour, we will have the ladder, and we'll ultimately have the fastest racers. For those of you who are new, this is running in a simulator. We have a couple people to call out on this one. We have our track master, Jack Silverman. Jack is a professor at UCSD, and many of the participants here are students at UCSD. Jack, can you tell us a little bit about what we have to look forward to today?
Yeah, so we have 2 groups of students. One of them, it's primarily my students in 2 classes for mechanical engineering and electrical engineering. So they have been introduced to ROS, and then after ROS, we introduce them to deep learning, and then they are using the Hello World, as Adam said, Hello World of the autonomous cars. That's a Donkey AI framework. Most of them are using the full build. What you see here, you can do this in 2 weeks, just like the students. And then I have other group of students that I advise on a student organization that's called the Triton AI. And they use a modified version of the framework where we can control speed and have some other features. We'll see how it goes with the full Donkey versus the Triton AI that's a modified AI framework. So the summary what I'm trying to do is that with this Hello World of autonomous cars, you can be doing this in a week, 1.5 weeks. Just join us, and then we'll get you through.
Thanks, Jack. As a reminder, this is running in a simulator. The simulator it can be, at the moment, it's running on Jack's computers. You can run it. You can go to donkeycar.com. You can download the simulator. You can download this entire framework. You can run it yourself. You can run it with your friends. You can, most of these racers now have trained in the simulator on their own computers. And so it's something that's pretty easy to do and can be done anywhere. any time. This is attempting to simulate to the best possible the way we operate in the real world. Prior to COVID, we were having quarterly real world races, but this notion of a track with cones emulates what we have. In the real world, we have a track that's defined by tape and lines, but we still have cones and all that. So there is a correspondence, and over the course of this race, I'll ask the racers to talk about their individual techniques. Most of these cars, as Jack said, are using the donkey car framework in one way or another, but in the real world races, we have a number of different approaches, including traditional computer vision, racers to go through. We can explain more as things go on, but our first racers up are on the screen at the moment. And this is two from UCSD. We have three. So let's
make sure that everybody disconnect.
Yeah,
everybody disconnect and connect only when Chris call your name, please. We don't have an automated way. We're back to the basics where we call. And then when Chris call you to connect, please connect. We should have the track only 2 races per time, please.
So I think here we have a camera problem. So if both could reconnect, please, so that we can have the camera focused on each car, please.
Okay. Our first racers today are going to be Siddhartha Saha and Sydney Chan. So they're, I think, both UCSD students. This will be a recurring theme today. So I'm waiting for them to queue up. And let me just open up this. Don't worry, this will all become very smooth very soon.
And just to make sure, timers are Maxime and Jack. Is that right?
Yeah, and then Maxine, I'm gonna do the inside lane, you do the outside. So in this case, I'm doing Sid and you're doing Sydney. Just to complicate this SID and SID and EY, I guess, huh? All right, I'll do the yellow car, let's put this way.
And while we're doing this, I just wanted to call out 2 other people. You just heard Adam. Adam is the founder of, co-founder of Donkey Car, and is very much the so the driving force behind that framework and that movement. And Maxime Ellerbach from France is the maintainer on the simulation. So actually, Maxime, I know you've done a lot of work over the last month since our last race. Can you tell us a little bit about what's new and what we have to enjoy today?
Well, there's nothing really new from a user perspective, but in the backend there is some few features that may come in the future. So in this version, basically there's just a manual timer that we won't use this time, but you can use it at home. It works, but basically this is it. Some few updates on some tracks, but mostly some backend changes.
Terrific. And Adam, anything new on your side?
No, nothing too new. We're just I guess kind of advancing the product. Actually, one thing that's worth mentioning is we will have a 4.1 release coming out towards the end of this year, which we're looking to have support the fast AI framework. So if people are interested in PyTorch and that kind of thing, that's going to be a pretty exciting development. So just on the DIY-RoboCar side, or not, sorry, on the donkey car side, that's one of the kind of key developments happening right now.
And by the way, for those of you following on Twitch, you can participate in the community by going to donkeycar.com, and there you'll see a link to the Discord server. And that's where most of this discussion is happening. There's a virtual race channel there, so feel free to join the server, join that channel, and you can see how the progress is going. By the way, before we get started, on deck, in other words, the next racers up, I have Hao Li and Garrett Gibo. Are you 2 ready to go? Just make sure, just as a check-in. That's Hao, are you ready to go?
Yes.
And
so
Garrett?
Chris, just a moment. So Maxine, we do per lap. Remember that, right? You go first lap, then you press your lap, second, third, and we give
Okay.
that time for you. All right. Thank you.
Okay, so up now are Siddhartha and Sydney. Up next will be Hal and Garrett. So I think we're ready to start the first race of the day. Timers, are you ready?
Yep.
Hold on.
Okay.
Someone have like a quick start there. Wait until Chris says 1, 2, 3, and everybody else, RCI, please get out of the server. We just have 2 races per time. Please do not connect. We don't have a way to control this. We went back to basics. RCI, please disconnect.
Okay. Racers, when I say go, you're going to switch into auto mode and we'll go. Oops, and we've just had a bunch of others join. So RCAI, can you please off the server? Let's start this again. RCAI, please disconnect. Okay. All right. So we are back. Racers, are you ready? Just say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. On your mark, get set, go. Okay. At this point, the racers should switch into auto mode. Don't worry. We're going to get this down to a finely tuned machine shortly. Racers, did you switch into auto mode?
Yep.
Okay. For
Yeah.
some reason, we still have RCAI logged in.
I'm gonna hit. Yeah.
Okay, let's restart. And they're off.
Yeah, Chris, we're gonna have to do this. RCI, come back. I don't know if the person is here in Zoom with us, and then he may not be or she may not be listening. So he has to be. We're gonna have to restart this. It should be just only the 2 cars on.
Okay, so we'll restart this.
Is there no way to boot somebody off?
So
not
the answer
with
would be right now we don't.
Do we
Sure.
know approximately how much latency there is between what's shown on the server and then the actual Twitch stream?
So the answer would be depend on your Twitch stream. It's not the same for everybody, but a few seconds. For me, it's really quick, 1, 2 seconds. But I could see that when Chris was talking, he was like 5 seconds behind me, and then I knew that the RCI got out of the server already. So the only one probably can see is me. Hey, guys, we're gonna have to connect again, Sid and Sydney. Please, we have to do this.
Sure.
RCI, if you hear us, please do not connect. Nobody should be connecting, just the race that Chris called.
Okay, so just sit.
So I've terminated it, but I guess it's taking a while for it to actually process.
Yeah, just Control C and then just get out, get it again, and don't go to autonomous mode until Chris give it okay. We're not going to be timing you when Chris says, we're going to be timing you when you cross the line. So don't worry if you didn't start right away.
Exactly. So all that happens when I say go, you just switch into autonomous mode. The timing starts when your vehicle crosses the start line. Ideally, it'll happen shortly after you switch into auto mode, maybe even immediately. But that's the best we got right now. Okay. Right.
Sid, we're missing you. Let's go.
There's Sid.
Sorry, yeah, it's taking a while to appear. I don't know why. I've sent a command to, send it into the server.
Actually, you're both Sid, aren't you?
Yeah. I can. Okay, I can. I don't know if is my car visible now? Because
No, it is good. I can see it in a couple seconds ahead of everybody, so you're good to go. So as soon as Chris tells, then we should be starting.
Are you? Okay.
I can't see it on the stream yet, but that's okay.
There we go. All right. Okay, timers, are you ready?
Yes.
On your mark, get set, go.
Oh wait, I still can't see it. Okay.
Okay, you switch into auto mode.
Hope I don't know. Is it moving?
No,
Yeah.
not yet.
It is, guys. Don't worry. Don't touch anything. It's going.
Okay.
Is mine moving? If mine's moving, then
Yes, Sid, you're going. Don't worry about it.
The Twitch is really far behind.
Okay.
I'm currently like 3 seconds behind, so it's okay.
It's bizarre.
All right.
We try
First
to
time
refresh
for Sid is 27.
Oh, I
Okay.
finished.
Oh, You've picked Sid.
I'll give all the timers, Marcin. So let's finish, and then I give you all the 3 laps while Chris.
Okay, well, so now we have the beginnings of a race. So far, it's looking pretty good. You know, both cars are navigating well. You can see that Sydney is taking a more aggressive route around the course. Sid's taking a more conservative route. That's absolutely both are good strategies. You know, at the end of the day, it's all about the time. So we'll see how they're doing time-wise. But one of the things to look for is not just how aggressively it's driving, but also its use of a racing line. In other words, is it smart around about the way it passes those cones? So what we're seeing right now with Sydney is that passing the cones on the inside, you know, very close to the inside, which is good. As a matter of fact, seems to be catching up with Siddhartha, and we may be in a passing situation.
They actually completed all 3 laps.
Yeah.
Well, I want to see it pass anyway, just because it's fun. And boom, and we get a nice passing situation. Okay, so that is the end of the 3. That was 3 laps already. That's impressive. Okay, so how do we do?
Okay, let me give the times then. So Maxine, I hope we didn't mess up it. I was doing Sid. I have his times. You ready?
I did outside, so it was Sid outside. As you mentioned. Okay.
Yeah, so when they come back, I mess up on that, Chris, so I'm sorry.
Okay, so both timers are doing the same car. That happened. Shall we start again?
Yes, please. And now we learn. Third time is a charm.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, I do indoor and do inside and do outside. Okay.
So you'll reset the server?
No, they'll do automatically. Okay, sorry, fellas. Okay, now
I think it's their fault for having essentially the same name. It's very confusing.
Yeah. Maybe.
Okay, everybody connect again.
Real quick if you want.
Yeah, Sid and Sydney, just connect again. As soon as Chris says go, you go, and then now we're gonna do better, fellas. Just hang in there with us.
You're like the first one, so it's pretty.
Okay, so I'm doing the inside, Sydney, blue.
D'accord.
Right. You're gonna do outside, and if you come and Sid didn't change anything, it'll be a yellow for you.
Okay.
All right. There we go. Racer is now back on the starting line. We have at least one. Jack, yeah, you tell me when you get 2 on the screen. So
I'll let you know. All right, we have 2, Chris. We're good to go, and then this.
Okay, timers, you got this one now?
Yeah. So I'm
on your mark. Okay, racers, on your mark. Get set, go.
Please let me know when mine is moving.
Okay, I'm gonna follow through the Twitch stream, so don't get distracted, but I'll let you know if anything goes back on the server.
Okay. And the racers are off. Okay, we should see essentially the same behavior.
Does this one count over the other one?
Yeah, we mess up your time, buddy, so too bad.
Okay.
Okay, so we have one car that is stuck. That does happen. Now,
so let's do the follow, Chris. If there is an odd number, then we'll bring Sydney again. So
okay.
If not, we're not going to finish today.
Okay, all right. Because yeah, exactly. We have to go quickly. So at this point, Siddhartha is really just going on his own, and I'm going to get a time. That time will be determined for the ultimate ranking. We're going to try to bring Sydney back if we have an odd number and an opportunity to match him.
And the whole message we're trying to get here, reliability counts, right? It's just really aggressive driving. It's okay, but you have the risk. So, speeds also can give you trouble. So.
Also, you may have noticed that that the position inside and outside is somewhat random. It depends on when you logged into the server. And so if your car does well in the inside track, but not the outside track, that's a reliability issue. You should be able to train for both. techniques now that we've got the methods down. And so think a little bit about what you did differently from some of the other racers. The technique you believe might help you win. And well, I'll ask you about that in a moment. So how is at the line? Garrett is at the line. Timers, are you ready?
We are ready. I'm doing inside lane, light blue.
Outside. as
All right.
always.
Racers, on your mark, get set, go. All right, and they switch into auto mode, and
Will be nice, Garrett, if you go forward, buddy.
So
they may ask why would a racer be going backwards? You might ask, Garrett, why do you think your car is going backwards?
We're
On
going to
this
have to
part,
head
the only
start.
thing I can think of is certain times when I was trying to train the outside lane, I was backing up on the line, so it might have picked up this again.
Yeah,
Well,
you don't have the boost and going forward, like for a few seconds, just go forward to a specific throttle. We're going to have to start this, Chris, because they crash and then they haven't finished.
Okay, we're going to start it again.
So
Jack, you want to start this one again?
Yeah, they're coming back. There's nothing I can do, nothing that I need to do, Chris. They just disconnect, they come back, and we're good to go.
Okay. And why do we think it's going to go differently the next time?
Well, just because they crashed, they haven't finished. So then the rule is that if both of them don't finish, we run it again.
Very good. Okay. All right, timers, are you ready?
yeah.
On your mark, get set, go.
Okay, so Garrett is doing the same thing again.
Okay. This is a complete replay, but now going forward. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's going to
I
be
just
different.
triggered the lap time. Oh.
So the lap time, oh, and he wipes out, but that's okay as long as how it finishes. I think that's a one lap has done, so that's time
Yeah,
on the board.
I have his first lap already.
Okay, Garrett's going backwards. While you're going, can you tell us a little bit what your technique was?
Yeah, so I trained it normally, just driving, following the yellow line. But then I fine-tuned it on top of me driving in between the yellow line. So I can start either side and it will always oscillate between the yellow line.
And I can see that behavior right now. Interesting. It looks like it's going well. You happy with the performance?
Yes. So sometimes, I mean, it oscillates. So sometimes it can cut corners really nicely, but sometimes, it doesn't get that sort of sweet spot. But it's pretty robust, so it's like a safe sort of approach for me.
All right, I have 3 laps here for Hall.
And Garrett was disqualified?
Yeah, he went.
Okay. Garrett, while we have you on, Garrett, can you tell us what you're going to do differently next time?
Yeah, I think I really just need to focus on more diverse training for the car. Here, I think it just really wasn't adapted to starting in a different position on the left wing and then some other circumstances here.
Makes sense. Okay. All right. Let's put some times on there. Timers, can you put the times in the spreadsheet?
So I can give you the timers, Mascini, because I don't have the right permit for the thing. So lap 1, 26.33. Lap 2, 25.11.
Okay.
And lap 3, even better, 23.66.
I believe we have a new lap record, a new race record, at least daily race record. So very good. How you are now in first position. Remember, top 8 go into the ladder. Okay, Garrett. Nav and Yushi, We want you on, just a moment. We need you on the course, need you to log into the server, and up next will be Owen and Evan. So guys, if you're, Owen and Evan, are you with us?
I'm here.
Evan's here.
Okay, and Owen?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, so you're gonna be up next after these two.
Got it, thanks.
Is Prevnev here?
Oops, I joined by accident.
Oops, Evan, not quite yet. We're still waiting for Pranav, but maybe if Pranav's not here, then Evan, I will have you race against Yushi. Pranav, are you here? Nope. Okay, then Evan and Yushi will be racing. So Yushi is on the inside lap, and Evan, you can reconnect to the server. Sorry if you've already done so. There we are. Okay, timers, are you ready?
I'm ready. Inside lane, yellow car.
Okay.
Outside blue.
On your mark, get set, go.
Again, don't worry if someone started ahead of other. We time you when you cross the lines, and then it was all good to go.
Okay, Evan, you seem to be going well. What's your technique?
So at first, I had the same issue that Garrett had. My car sometimes just started going backwards. So how the controls for mine worked, the throttle was always on, and then the only thing I could control was decelerate. And so I'm assuming in the beginning of the race, the going backwards happened because I'm assuming the donkey AI, it takes the deceleration as input and not the actual speed. So maybe in the beginning it was super slow. So it wasn't it was decelerating too much. So I lowered the max throttle level and started training it, and then increased the steering throttle, how much you could steer, and that was performing a lot better. And also when I was training in between, I would go onto the side, let's say on the grass, and delete my data of me going, and then just start from there. So I could kind of have it train, because before I noticed that, oh, if I slightly go outside, I can't, my car wouldn't go back in. So yeah, something the training to collect data, sometimes I would just purposely hit a cone and start from there and collected some of the data like that.
Well, all I can say is that it's working. You now have the fastest track record of the day with a 20:34, which is fantastic. Yushi, can you tell us a little bit about what you've learned from this race and what you'll do differently?
Yeah, so I guess my approach when I was training my model was just to drive slower, because even when I set the throttle and the steering to lower than 1.0, when I tested it more so on the remote server compared to locally, the interactions would be a little weird, if I drove too fast. So I just tried to be on the conservative side to try to finish the lap. So I tried to drive slower, and I guess that's reflective in my model.
That makes sense.
I'm driving right now.
Yeah. So obviously conservative. It's good in that you finished, but bad in that you didn't go quickly. So that's yeah, a good start. All right. So up next is going.
Let me give the times really quick, Chris.
Oh yeah.
40:22.
For who?
That's for Yushi Liu.
40:22.
So 40:22, 35:50, 34:34.
34:34. Very good. Okay. And 34:34. Good. Okay. So up next is going to be
Instead of this, so I can't tell if I'm on or not. There we go.
Okay. We're still waiting for Nagina. There we are. All right. timers, are you ready?
Yep, doing inside blue car.
On your mark, get set, go. Okay, seems like you're both being conservative. That's fine. Owen, you've taken the lead. Owen, why don't you tell us a little bit about your technique?
Sure. So I had kind of a similar approach as Yushi. I lowered the throttle because at the default settings, I found myself overcorrecting. And so I tried to go for kind of a slow but steady wins the race kind of approach. And I trained it on, I think, about 45 to 50 laps of data. So I'm hopeful that it's going to work.
Looking good so far.
Yeah, pretty solid.
Yeah, Nagina, do you want to tell us a little bit about what you think went wrong there?
I'm not sure if I'm on AI mode anymore.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
That would do it. All right.
I'm not too familiar with like the thing, and I just realized that I had the launch keep enabled on true the entire time, so mine would just go as soon as I like spawned. And I tried using the false, but I don't know if it's working.
No worries. We do this monthly, so you have a chance to practice and come back. Okay, has Owen finished the 3 laps?
Yeah, I have the times. That's for Owie. 31:90. 26:23. 26:29.
26:23 and 26:29.
That's correct.
Okay.
Oh, and sorry, Chris. I just didn't understand what you were doing with the orange color, but now I understood. So okay.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Okay. Orange color just means they've already gone.
What is he doing? Don't worry.
Okay. So I believe, let me just fix this again. So Evan has gone. So I believe, by the way, we missed Tony Debat early on. Tony, are you with us? Okay, we'll come back to that. Okay, next up is going to be Sheehan and Parker.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you two are up. Next on deck after them will be Young So and I'm going to mispronounce this. Letien Tirir.
Yes, well, nearly well pronounced.
Can you say it properly?
You're missing the French accent, Chris. Come on.
Le Teinturier.
Ooh,
yeah, that was not going to fit anywhere. All right, that's beautifully. It's a beautiful name. I wish I could say it. All right, timers, are you ready?
I am. Yellow car inside.
On your mark, get set, go.
It's gonna be a sec for my car. My computer's slow.
Parker, no stress. We start when you cross the line. Just don't go backward.
All right. So while we're going, Sheehan, can you tell us about your technique?
Honestly, I just try to like train myself. Actually, I probably like ran the track like almost 80 times per like tub, and then I also try to like simulate bumping into the cone so that it will learn to like get itself out of being stuck on a cone. But honestly, like a lot of times when I did that, it's just start purposely going for the cones, if that makes sense. So I had to find a sweet spot between bumping into enough cones and also having enough perfect runs.
Well, you had good speed. I mean, I think you got at least one lap in there. Timers, am I correct?
That's correct. So 22:57. The other 2 laps were it's quite fine. Yeah.
Okay, 22:57. That is a good time. and and thinking about how you would handle latency. It's just part of the AI challenge. Okay, moving forward to our next two. This is Young Seo and the beautifully but unpronounceable gentleman's last name is Etienne.
Etienne Le Tenturier.
Shane, you need to disconnect, please, Shane. Thank you.
Okay, by the way, on deck is going to be Jordan and Sally. Jordan and Sally, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Jordan?
Yep.
On deck means do not connect yet, guys. Just get ready, right? Don't connect
get
yet.
ready. Okay. So I'm going to go with Etienne as the only pronounceable part of the name by Americans. We're just waiting for Young Seo to. There we are. Okay, timers, are you ready?
I am ready.
On your mark, get set, go. There we go. Nice work on the naming. I'm impressed.
Plus, he changed his model. He can see the curves.
Yeah, can you tell us all the clever stuff that's going on with your naming? That's impressive. So what is your naming telling us?
So in fact, the car is counting the curves, unfortunately. And then it's for each different curve, it has different phrases. And when it brakes, it takes randomly one of the braking phrases. And I have a boost option as well, which is triggered in a straight line theoretically.
That is so cool.
I don't know if you noticed, if you've seen that, Chris, there was barbecue, caipirinha, even the right words is plugging in there.
It's so cool. It's so cool. Now, I believe did he get one lap before he disqualified?
No, he didn't.
Not
But
yet.
he's back. We'll see if he can get now.
Okay. Young Seo, can you tell us about your technique?
Yeah, so I did about 40 to 45 laps of training, and I focused on, just like other people, driving really conservatively. The biggest challenge was the first curve always. So I always focused on driving really slowly toward the end of the lap where it gets really straight. A lot of people tend to speed up there, but focus on driving slow there so that I do my curve after that.
Well, it looks reliable, which is a good start. For those who are not familiar with this technique, the AI technique that we're showing here is called behavioral cloning. And when the racers talk about the training, what they mean is that they drove their car through the simulator manually with a like a PlayStation controller, and they recorded what the car saw with the virtual camera and the inputs from the driver, and you end up with a set of data, which is the pairing of those two frame by frame. That goes up into the cloud and turns and gets trained. The neural network gets trained against that, and you end up with a model and an inference layer, and that's what's actually running is that model that has been trained around the human driving techniques. So the way you can do better is you can try different driving techniques. Show it racing lines or certain behavior around cones. You can do more training, just more laps, and then you can tweak your hyperparameters in your training in your deep learning techniques, and emphasize certain things versus others. And those are all on the website. If you look at the training techniques on Donkey Car, you'll see different ways to go. Sorry about my incoherent announcing. It's a little distracted, but it looks like we have some times here. Okay, what do we got?
I have the first lap not finished, then I have a second third lap, 48:59 by coincidence, exactly the same time.
Which racer is this?
Oh, that's for a French racer.
Okay, 48:59?
Yeah, 48:59.
48:59. Right, and so Young Seo had a 44-45, so the winner of this race, but still not as good as the lap record of the day, which I believe is. Thank you. You're already on deck. That's fantastic. And then after that, Nicholas and Jay. Nicholas, do we have you here?
Yep, right here.
And Jay, you here? Jay Chong?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, you're going to be up next. All right, timers, are you ready?
Yes, ready. Jordan on the inside.
Yep.
Okay. On your mark, get set, go. Okay, Jordan went off quickly, but then missed a missed a cone. So disqualified. Sally, you're still in the running. Sally, you want to tell us about your technique? Sally, you can unmute and talk to us about your training.
Sorry, I had external mute on. I ran a bunch of tubs, but I ended up not really using them because every time I tried it, it kept hitting the cone. So I decided to be more conservative in the sense that I wanted to stay in the middle instead of cutting corners, because it's really risky to cut corners, since if you cut a corner, you can end up hitting the cone based on where your position starts as.
That's smart. And it's a good speed too. It's not that conservative. I think your times are going to be decent. Now, Jordan's going faster, but Jordan's disqualified because he missed a cone.
Yeah,
So interesting comparison of techniques.
So he disqualified one of the laps, then I just continued to do it when he did the clean lap.
Okay, that's fair.
Nice
Okay,
recovery.
Jordan, you want to talk about your technique?
Yeah, I just kind of did like a lot of laps. Getting that initial turn was kind of difficult, and I made some last second changes that seems like I may have messed it up. But yeah, just training a lot. I also tried to like simulate hitting the cone sometimes in case it messed up, and then yeah, like rechanging my course. So
it's looking good now.
I think we have a new race for today, new record.
Do we?
Yeah, 1973 and 1963. What? Yeah.
Okay. This is for Jordan, is it?
Yeah, so he was disqualified on the first lap, then second lap 1973, and the third lap 1963.
That's very impressive. Okay, so we will be seeing more of him in. Aru, are you with us?
Yes.
And Seth, are you with us?
Yeah, I am.
Jordan, you need to get out of the server, please. Thank you.
Okay, we have Jay in and waiting for Nicholas. There we are. Timers, are you ready?
Ready, doing Jay.
On your mark, get set, go.
Hey, my config's still loading in.
All right, and Jay is off. Looking solid. Nico, don't worry, there you go. So both racers not only have similar looking cars, but similar looking behaviors. Jay, you're in the lead. You want to tell us about your technique?
So what I realized when I was training my model was that the recording while I was on throttle was kind of messing my model. So I kind of set it where I want to record everything, because what I realized was every time I would slow down on a turn, my model wouldn't capture that. So that's what I did. After I kind of let it record every single movement, my model started getting better.
That's smart. Interesting. Nico? What's your technique?
Really, what I learned is that I suck at driving in games.
No.
Like, mostly it was just me trying to beat my time by trying to stay in the middle because I realized it was more stable. And then I just downscaled the throttle after driving more aggressively, and it made the entire model a lot more robust.
It's looking great. I mean, they're both looking great.
Yeah, Nico is doing some great times, and he's finished his straight ups.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Great. Do we have times for Jay?
Yeah, I have just finished. So lap 1, 25:15.
Okay.
Lap 2, 22:78. Lap 3, 22:95.
These are all really good times. Okay, well, it's super close. I mean, Nico's best time is 22:18, and Jay's best time is 20. Going on to Haru and Seth. Can you please log on? There you are. And by the way, on deck is going to be Kaming and Jia. Kaming, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Jia, are you here? Jiashi?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you're going to be up next. All right, timers, are you ready?
Yep. Ready.
Racers, are you ready? On your mark, get set, go. And this is that is a tough one. All right, we're going to restart this. Okay, don't worry, this happens. The good news is exciting. The bad, actually, are we just going to let it go? Oh no, it's a restart. Okay. On your mark, get set, go. All right, at least we didn't get a collision at the start. Both racers are, yeah, looks pretty good so far. I can't tell, but looks like they're both still on track.
My guess is this kid, Haru, probably spend a lot of time playing video games, or he's a tutor for a class. That's my guess.
Haru, can you tell us a little bit? Which is it? Are you a good driver or a good tutor or both?
Yeah, I guess, I can't say too much, but so two tricks really. One is a consistent driving that's always hitting specific track on the, like hitting a specific path on the track. And then it's about our AI modeling, training AI. We use speed-based control. That's different from the traditional donkey car approach. Is we have the car predicting the speed, not the throttle, and try to match speed by changing our throttle. And that really gives us a really consistent model.
And well, not only is it consistent, but your racing line's amazing. How do you do that?
Yeah, that's just, 10 years of video game.
That would be my guess, Chris.
Okay, fair enough. And Seth, what's your technique?
Yeah, well, I'm going to be honest. I didn't stand much of a chance running up against Haru, but for my model, what I did is I trained it both. Like I had two different tubs of data. I would train it just entirely running on the left side of the track, and another one just on the entirely on the right side of the track, and it turned out pretty good, honestly.
Well, they're both impressive. We now have a collision that'll end it. Let's I see Seth's times are in. It looks like 26:44 is your best. And Jack, what is Haru's time?
17:18.
What?
Yeah.
17:18. That's crazy.
Wait for the next. 16:90.
Oh my God.
And then 16:90 again.
That is crazy. Okay, amazing times. All right. Next up, Kaming and Jia. Be Benjamin and Peggy. Benjamin and Peggy, are you here? Benjamin Crawford, Peggy Tran.
I'm here.
Very good. Benjamin Crawford.
Yeah, I'm here. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool.
Okay, you're on deck, so don't log in yet, but you'll be up next.
Okay.
Okay, Jia's here, and we're waiting for Kaming. There we are. Timers, are you ready?
We are. I am.
On your mark, get set, go. All right, both racers are off. Ja is going straight. It looks like Ja was not really in auto
Yeah,
mode.
Ja, just press Ctrl-C and start really quick again, and make sure you're in the full autonomous mode versus anything else you have there.
Okay, sure.
So Cummings looking smooth. Cumming while Ja's restarting. Oh, I just lost everybody. What just happened?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe both of them got out, or just one of them supposed to go out.
No,
but,
just the camera is just pretty messed up.
It's locked. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to start then because you can't see the time, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
all right,
basically,
both of them, yeah. Just come back because
Yeah,
once the camera gets focused, we don't know. We can time you. All right, last chance. Make sure everybody is in the full autonomous mode. I'm going to the inside lane. I'm doing K-mean.
Okay, on your mark, get set, go. Okay, this time Cumming is off, and it looks like back in autumn, just still not in auto mode.
Yeah.
And Cumming is oh my goodness.
They mess up.
They're
I think my model is like, I'm not sure it's working pretty good on locally. Probably like, because I'm in Asia, like latency is like 300 milliseconds. So like, yeah, it's not always work on the servers. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, that like one more chance and that's it. We can't stay
okay,
much
one
longer,
more
so-
chance. One more chance, and so we're going to restart. Jack, do you need them to log off and log back on?
Yeah, sure.
No, they do this on their own, so
Okay.
they'll be back. Okay, guys, last chance, all right? So we just can give you 3 chances. If not, we're gonna finish it today. All right, connect again, please. Okay, let's go.
Okay, Jaws in. All right, on your mark, get set, go. So Kaming is now running the course properly. That's great. Jaws got latency issues, not his fault, I'm sure. So it looks like Kaming is on a solid track. You want to tell us about your technique? Kaming?
Yeah, I honestly have a pretty risky model, because when I train my dataset, my style of driving is like I try to drive fast instead of driving the safest. Like I try to approach the cones as close as possible and making really sharp turns, but that's very dangerous. But I'm just glad that it works.
Maxine, did you get at least one lap there? Because I
Yeah,
can't see them.
I got one up.
Okay.
So please, even if your car crashes, don't disconnect. Please just stay in the server, please, because else.
Yeah, don't disconnect until I tell you to do so, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, I disconnected.
No problem, no problem.
But we got Cummings time.
Yeah, I've got one up, so it's okay.
Okay, that's good. And Ja was a did not finish. Again, latency issues. Let's move forward to Benjamin and Peggy.
Okay.
And
What?
oh, perhaps we had you down. We did have you on. Okay, and you did get a time on the board, which is a good time as well. So okay, so my apologies. So I had you down twice. Is there a Nicholas Cridlig on the server? Nicholas?
Hi. Yeah.
Okay, you're going to be racing with Pranav at the next race. Timers, are you ready?
Yes, I am doing inside lane.
On your mark, get set, go. Ooh, thrilling start. Yeah, that could have. No, that's very exciting. But so both racers are look well trained. Ben, you're in the lead. Tell us about your technique.
Okay, so I tried to teach my bot how to drift because I couldn't figure out how to I didn't have any throttle control. It's either turn off or turn on. So yeah, it drifts. It's very high risk if it crashes. That's my bad.
That was a good drift. That was exciting to watch. Peggy, how about your technique?
I just decided to play very conservative, and so I just followed the line.
Chris, my guess is that the faculty is telling them that they should complete 3 laps on this race to get some bonus. That's probably what they're doing. Reliability.
Fair enough. Both good techniques. Ben, your drifting's cool to watch, and it seems to be working.
Yeah, it was a pain to get it to work, but I'm glad it's going now.
You're not going to believe this. My timer froze and I lost it, Chris. I'm apologies. So
you're doing
just put me down as a 15. 15, that sounds good.
Can I do a quick restart?
Yeah, Jack, just let him keep going and just until you get 1 lap.
Okay,
it looks
right.
like
Okay, do that.
How does the timer freeze?
I don't know. It's just like on my iPhone, and then you went to La La Land, and then I pressed the button again, and then it reset.
Crazy.
All right, I'm doing it again. Good call, Chris. Just let them go. They'll be a little bit faster than instructing, but it's okay.
Yeah. It all comes out in the wash when we do the ladder.
Yeah, that's good. Good point.
We may be in a passing situation now, which is going to be fun.
So at least I have 1 lap for Ben already, and then I'm sure Maxine would have for Peggy, and then we should be good. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, they're locked and crazy. All right, total wipeout. All right, I think we got times for everybody. What do we got for Ben?
2160.
2160. Good time.
And then I mess up on the other one, so at least he has 1. That's good.
And Peggy's best time was, I think, 26.5. Sheehan. After that will be Nicholas and Seo Kim. Seo Min. Sorry.
Oh, I already went Sheehan.
Of course, you told me that.
Yeah, Nicholas is taking.
Yes, my bad. Pranav and Nicholas. Sorry, I'm trying to keep track of my my colors and not getting it right. Okay, so Pranav and Nicholas, and then after that will be Seok Min and Chris Madla. Chris, are you with us? Chris Madla?
Yes, I'm right here.
Okay, and Seok Min, I think you've already said you were here with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, great. So you're on deck. So right now we have Pranav and Nicholas. So that's Nicholas, I can see is on the line. We're waiting for Pranav.
Is Pranav here?
Pranav, are you here?
I think we already called him. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, perfect.
So Pranav, get on the server.
What's going on?
Did you try this morning? Did it work you connecting before?
Yeah, it worked this morning, but I'm not sure.
Shall we?
Yeah, move on, Chris.
Yeah, move on. Okay, Pranav, if you, we'll come back to you. Hopefully, we can figure out what's going on there.
Okay.
So right now we've got Nicholas Seok Min. Can you log in and join with? Guan?
Hello. I'm here.
Okay, you're going to be in the next race with Chris.
Okay.
Okay, timers, are you ready?
Ready.
On your mark, get set, go. Nicholas takes the lead. All right, Nicholas, you look like you're running well. What's your technique?
Hi, so my technique for this robot was to go as fast as I could without having to drift, because like people mentioned earlier, getting the robot to drift reliably was really tricky. Now, the hardest issue to solve was that first left turn. When I start, it liked to skip the cone. So I actually moved to Triton AI, where you can lock the steering for the first 5 seconds. And that's how I get it past that first cone and up to speed.
I see you did eventually hit a cone. Did he finish at least one lap before he did that?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, very good. Seok-min,
Yeah.
what's your technique?
So I try to drive through the middle so I don't crash into any cones, and I try to drive at a consistent speed so I don't have to slow down. So I think it's going pretty well.
Yeah, it is. It looks really smooth. So while he's finishing, can we get a time for Nicholas?
Yes, 2012.
Whoa.
And then 17:05.
Whoa. That's really impressive. Okay. How about Seok-min? Do we have 3 laps there?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Here.
There we go. 23:23.
Maybe just refresh the page.
Yeah,
That's
actually,
weird.
that's it. Yeah, it should refresh automatically, but for some reason it doesn't. Okay, while we're waiting on that, can we get Chris and Alex? Please log in.
Yep, it's me.
And Alexander, are you here? Alexander Tofi? Alexander Tofi, okay. How about Theo Dufo? Theo Dufo, are you here?
Yeah, hi, I'm present.
Okay, so you're going to be racing the next race with Yanjun. So I'm waiting for Chris and Alex. Alex, you should be joining the server now.
Am I in? Or
I don't see you yet.
I don't see you.
Yeah.
Here we go. I see both of them.
Okay, timers, are you ready?
Yeah.
Ready, going inside lane.
On your mark, get set, go. All right.
CSD tractor is
off.
not moving.
Okay, Chris, while we're going, what's your technique?
For me,
Yeah.
well, I have a couple models that I might pull out today. So this one's a more conservative one, where I didn't do any drifts, but tried to reduce bleeding any speed on the corners, and I'd be following the driving lanes.
Mm-hmm.
So I have it's around 20 laps with really consistent data, and yeah, that's the one that's running right now.
It's looking great.
I was yeah, there's the closer you get in the corners, I guess, if there is latency spikes, the better recovery that your car can have when it's like driving without any drifting.
Makes sense. Alex, what's going on with yours?
oh, my controller, I don't have a Xbox or PS4 controller. So I tried an emulator and it worked on my local machine, but I guess it doesn't work on when I'm connecting remotely.
Ah, okay, bummer. All right, well, lesson learned. But I believe we have a time now for Chris. Is that right?
Yes, 27:38.
27:38.
25:10.
25:10.
25:12.
25. By the way, Alexander Tofi, I called you once before. Are you here, Alexander?
Please all disconnect before new ones connect, please.
Everybody disconnect, and then just like the people that Chris is calling. Thank you.
Alexander Tofi, last call.
No, he told me he's got a scheduling conflict.
Okay, no worries. All right, good. Great. So we're waiting for Yanjun and Theo, and then on deck is going to be Xiaobin and Youngseo. Wait, didn't we just do Youngseo before?
Theo, you're connected twice. Please disconnect both. I mean, everyone disconnects and just reconnect, and it should be fine.
Okay, on deck, Xiaobin Huang. Do we have Xiaobin? Xiaobin, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, and Youngseo Du, are you here?
Oh, yes.
Okay, you're going to be on. You're going to be the next race after this one.
Okay.
Now we're just waiting for Theo and Yanjun.
I'm coming up. I'm having a lot. Just no.
There's Theo.
Lag on the connecting, but I should be here. Yeah. All right.
There we are. Okay, timers, are you ready?
Yes.
On your mark, get set, go. Okay, Yanjun's off first. Whoa, close on the cone, but it works. Theo's off the line as well. Yanjun, can you tell us about your technique? Or Paul, I guess you go by.
Yeah, I'm just trying to play very aggressively and trying to cut those corners. I play some racing games, so I guess it's just like a general technique for all of the racing games.
Good. And Theo, you were doing some interesting hopping before. What's your technique?
My technique was to play it safely at first, and it worked. I'm losing some packages, it seems. So I don't know exactly what's going on. But yeah, I had a model that was like pretty safe. And then I tried to like build on it with trial and error. It seems to go now, but yeah.
Looks good.
It's not behaving exactly as the way it is on my local machine, but oh well.
Okay, Yanjun is wiped out, but nevertheless got times, and Theo is running well. Okay, Yanjun's best time. I guess Maxime's putting that in right now. Maxime's got 22:68.
Yep.
And Jack, do you have anything for Theo? Any times for Theo?
I do. First lap, 33:30. Second lap, 21:30. Third lap, 20:10.
Wow.
Right.
After he stopped hopping, he was doing well.
Yeah.
He's trying to show up with this active suspension on his car, I guess.
It's learning as it goes.
There you go. Okay. Good. And Yanjun just had the one lap of 22:68.
All right, everybody disconnect, please.
All right, next up is going to be Xiaobin and Youngseo.
I already went.
You did already go. Forgive me. I'm just looking back to see where I missed you somehow.
Okay.
On deck is going to be Uday and Brendan. Uday, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Brendan's here. Brendan Justice, are you here? Uday, you said you were here, yes?
Yes.
Okay. How about Yushi Luo? Lu? Sorry, Yushi.
You can just say Luo. It's fine.
Luo. Okay.
Yeah, but
You're,
I
okay.
also already went as well.
Oh, you did
earlier. Yeah. It's one of the, I think, the third race today.
Let's see. This should be so. Xiaobin has already gone. Sorry, I'm getting a little lost down here at the bottom of the list. Did we say Xiaobin's already gone? Let me look at my list here.
Here.
Xiaobin, have you already gone?
I don't know why, but my car is sliding.
Well, let's just go, and we'll see how it goes. Timers, can you just are you ready to go?
Yep.
Ready.
Yeah, if you could give me 1 sec before we go. I'm just having some problems. Getting the.
Oh, yeah. Just you'll have to reconnect.
Yeah, I might just reconnect.
All right, I went good here.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Doing Nathan.
Okay. On your mark, get set, go. Okay, Xiaobin is off. Looks good.
Nathan, you have twice now, Nathan. That's not good.
Yeah. So now Nathan's in.
I have.
Go ahead.
Let's just hold on. Just be calm. Disconnect both of them and come back. We'll have to restart this because not right now we can't run. We have 2 cars and blocking the track. Just disconnect both of them.
Sorry.
No problem. Yeah, part of it.
Yeah, I mean,
Here we go. Just one, wait, and then you can just start when Chris says so.
Okay, we're back in. On your mark, get set, go.
I actually don't think I'm in. Sorry.
Oh,
you're in. I mean, we see your car. So if you didn't stop an instance or something, I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing. I stopped it, but it's for some reason still there.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Let's move on to the Xiaobin. We'll come back to you as well.
I think just.
Or something, but it's not coming from the server. So
okay, well let's move on. We're going to come back to Xiaobin and Nathan. We're going to come back to you in the next race. So let's move on to the next 2. That's going to be Uday and Charlie Roman, I think. Charlie, are you with us?
I am, yeah.
Okay, and Uday, you're with us? Very good. All right. We got Nathan, actually. We need to get Nathan off the track.
I think the issue
Yeah,
is sometimes.
I'm disconnected. It's just for some reason the car is spawning.
I think you close the terminal as opposed to killing the process.
No, yeah, I did kill the process.
Sorry, I thought I was going against Uday though.
That's Charlie. It should be Charlie versus Uday. We're going to bring back Nathan and Xiaobin for another race.
Oh.
I'm not. Okay.
Jack, what you can do is restart the sim, and it will kill the connection with the client. I mean, completely kill the app. Because, I don't know.
All right, stand by everybody while we restart the sim.
Yeah, good.
Right, should be good to go.
Yeah, we're good to go.
Okay.
All
Right,
right,
Chris.
Okay, Uday's in, and we're just waiting for Charlie, I guess. There we are. All right, on your mark, get set, go. And they're both off. Thrilling start. Oh my goodness, that is so close. Okay, Uday, you're in the lead, so tell us a little bit about your technique.
Yeah, so I tried to train my model to drive on the edges so it can know the width of the track and to be more like fast. It's a dangerous way, but it worked with me.
I can see you're close to the cones, but it's so far so good. Charlie, how about yours?
I originally started doing a bunch of tubs on like a racing line I thought was good, but it was proved to be pretty challenging to get that faster model to work. I ended up doing this kind of plan B, super conservative, following the yellow line, lowered the throttle multiplier, and I only needed like 10 laps or something really small to get a really reliable model. So I ended up just sticking with that.
It looks great.
I have times, Chris.
Okay. All right. Let's take those times. Let's start with Charlie. Or actually, Maxime, you're going to take Charlie's time. Can you give me Uday's time, Jack?
23:38.
Nice.
23:23.
Very consistent.
And got a little better. 21:33.
Excellent time. Okay. And Charlie's best time was 28:56. Ready to go again. Should we give that another shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then on deck, I'm going to have Joshua Orozco. Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
And Dominic Nightingale, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you're going to be up next after this race. Okay, so let's bring Xiaobin and Nathan back to the starting line. There's Nathan.
Excuse me. I think you skipped me over for the last one, Brendan. You called me to go up.
Oh,
yeah.
My bad. Okay, Brendan, I'm going to bring you back in. So forgive me. So Brendan, you're going to be going up against Joshua, and Dominic will be going up against Parth Patel. Parth, are you here? Parth Patel.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to be going up against Dominic next. Okay, so we have Xiaobin. We do not have Nathan yet.
Sorry, give me like 5 seconds. I realized what the problem was.
No worries. And Xiaobin, we're going to need you out of auto mode.
Okay.
All right, we're getting the racers back to the starting line. We've got about 10 more racers to go before we get into the, maybe about 12 more to go before we go to the ladder. This is a lot. Okay, Xiaobin is back on the line. We're waiting for Nathan. And there they are. Okay. On your mark, get set, go. Xiaobin is off.
Here you go, Nathan.
And Nathan is off. All right. This is a race. So Xiaobin wiped out on the cone. Nathan's still in the running. Oh, just wild. Okay. I think it's going to be.
Guys, don't disconnect. Sorry, Chris, to talk over you. Have a little delay. Don't disconnect until we said so. If not, we mess up our views.
Okay.
At any rate, we have two disqualifications. So I think we're going to need to move on.
Yeah.
This next race will be Brendan and Joshua.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and log in now.
Thank you. On deck again is Dominic and Patel. There's Brendan. And there's Joshua. On your mark, get set, go. Brendan's off and Joshua's off. Okay, Brendan, you're looking good. Tell us about your technique.
Let's see. If I remember correctly, I just tried to stop while training. So like slow it down while taking curves. And it kind of messed up previous ones because I decided, oh, I can just stop using the throttle, but then that stopped recording records.
I think we're going to need to start this race again.
I agree, Chris. Yeah.
Yeah. So
those seems to be good races. Let's go.
Yeah.
By the way, I think just the way that latency and everything was working, when you were saying to start, I still didn't have the controls ready. Like it'll tell me the Sony controls ready for my input.
So it's not a problem. Your time is shot only when you cross the line.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just wanted to make a note.
Yeah. No worries. It doesn't hurt you. Okay. So we're going to get the racers back to the start line again.
Yeah, I'm coming back in right now.
Okay, Joshua's at the line. All right, on your mark, get set, go. Joshua's okay. They're both off at the same time now. Joshua takes the lead, but Brendan appears to be, running smoothly. Okay, Joshua, sadly, you just went off the course.
Don't disconnect, Joshua. Just let it go, because if not, you're going to mess up Brendan's line.
Okay. So Joshua, while yours is, well, actually, interestingly, back on the course, but still disqualified. Can you tell us, what do you think went wrong there?
Yeah, so, I'm honestly not entirely sure. I have a couple models that will consistently do like sub 20-second laps on my local machine. And I think there's maybe a few places that I could have gone wrong. Like initially I was training on tubs that had a 20 milliseconds artificial latency, and those did pretty well. And they were even doing pretty well on the server in the weeks leading up to this event. And then I started to notice that like as the traffic started to increase, like I just felt like my models weren't working as well. So then I started training this current model on a 30 milliseconds. And this one seems to be doing all right now, but I think because I had to train this one later in the game, it just wasn't as good or maybe large of a model as my other one. That like the other one had like more crash data. It had more data like with other stuff in the way. So
yeah, those are good learnings. Brendan, how about you? What's your lesson here?
Correct for getting hit by cars.
Well, I think they both got times on the board, right?
I don't think Joshua got anything because I lost track of how many times he was cutting through the grass and then it was going around the corn. So Josh is out.
Okay, and how about Brendan? 29.4. It was the first lap.
Yep. Then and he made a pretty decent lap.
And 23.56 for the second lap, which is good. Okay. All right, let's move on to Dominic and Parth, and then on deck. Which one are you?
Ethan. Sorry.
Ethan. Okay, and Angus, are you here?
Angus is here. Hi.
Okay, very good. You're on deck, but right now we have Dominic and Parth. There's Dominic. Waiting for Parth, and we're there. On your mark, get set, go. Parth is off, and Dominic is off. Okay, Parth, you're in the lead. Tell us about your technique.
So I was trying to take an aggressive approach. So that was kind of my challenge. And I kind of messed up there, but kind of like stayed close to the inside as much as possible.
Okay, Parth, it's a little hard to hear you, but I think I got the point. You wanted to drive aggressively, and in this case, perhaps a little too aggressively, but still interesting technique. Dominic, how about you?
Yeah, I went for a very conservative approach. You know, my mama always told me that the turtle always wins the race. So I was going for consistency and because I really wanted to accomplish the 3 laps. That was my goal. And yeah, so that's all I got, is just trying to be as conservative.
Hey, Dominic, you have a lap, so you complete a lap, so your mom was correct. Now I'll go there. There is a little bit of on my config just my config.py and put a little bit more juice in there on AI, so you can go a little faster. Yeah.
Okay.
I did experiment a little bit with like trying to increase the speed, and as I did that, it just was causing more issues because I get pretty close to the cones on a lot of the corners, and if I increase the speed too much, then yeah, I crash more often. So yeah.
Okay.
I have a time for you, Chris. 43:05.
That's for Parth or for Dominic?
Dominic.
Okay, 43:05.
Yeah.
Okay, and what was Parth's best time? Or did he not finish?
No, he disqualified.
Okay, but it was impressive. You know, definitely something to build on for next time. Next up is Angus and Ethan, and then on deck it's going to be Ryan Chen and Zhangyu Huo. Ryan, are you here?
Yes.
Okay, and Zhangyu Huo.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you're going to be up next after this race. So right now we have Angus and Ethan. Please log in. There's Angus. And there's Ethan. On your mark, get set, go. Angus is off. Okay. Angus, interesting wipeout. And a little aggressive. That first turn's a killer. So yeah, it's all about journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first right-hand turn. Ethan, what's going on? May AI, can you disconnect? Not time for you yet.
Can you guys hear me?
Is that Ethan? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. Is anything going?
No, just guys, this is connect because you guys didn't do it.
Disconnect. You want to, Jack? You want to restart the entire?
Yeah, just really quick.
Okay.
See if they can do.
So this is again Angus and Ethan only. There's Ethan.
Rectangles, all right.
All right, I think I got it now.
All right, on your mark, get set, go.
There we go.
Much better. Looks like, oh, interesting. Okay. Angus didn't make that turn, but Ethan, okay. So 2 did not finish, so I'm afraid we're gonna have to move on, but something to come back to. Next up is going to be Ryan and Zhang Yu. And then on deck, it's going to be Andrew Britton and Parking Lot Nerds. Andrew, are you here? Andrew Britton, are you here? Parking Lot Nerds, are you here?
Yes, we're here.
Okay, but Andrew Britton is not here. Okay, how about Joey Fallon? Are you here? Joey Fallon. Yes?
I'm here.
Okay, you're going to be up next against the Parking Lot Nerds, but right now we have Ryan and Zhang Yu.
Gotcha.
On your mark, get set, go. Okay, they're both off. Ryan coming up behind Zhang Yu and passes on the inside. Nice pass. I like that one. Okay, Ryan, you're looking good. Now we expect nothing less from you. What's new this? Ryan, tell us about your. Oh, that's amazing! You just cleared that cone. Ryan, what's your technique? Okay, Ryan, you may be muted. How about Zhang Yu? What's your technique?
Sorry, I was muted. Okay, I was trying to play safe here. I set my throttle to 0.5, so I don't have to accelerate like anytime. So just trying to play safe and stay on the right lane so I can finish 3 laps. That's fine.
Looks good. And Ryan, how about you?
For me, I just trained it like based on like my driving around the track using, I think, like supervised like learning, just like letting the AI learn from what like my driving technique.
Yeah, so that's I mean behavioral cloning essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, looks good. You got a 2021 was your best time. And how about Zhang Yu? Jack, do we have a time for?
Yes, I have 25:48. 27:96. And then 24:14.
Excellent. Okay. Moving on to Parking Lot Nerds and Joey Fallon.
So we will.
You'll start with a sprint?
With a script. So we will, as soon as you give us the go, we will connect.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I'm just going to wait for Joey Fallon to get to the start line, and then I'll let Rainier and team script in. Okay, so Joey, I need you to log in, please.
I'm connecting.
Okay, and on deck is going to be Marianne and Parker, or sorry, Marine Sanosian, I guess. And Parker, Marine, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
And Parker, are you here? Parker?
Parker Goddard.
I just said Parker here. I don't have last name.
Oh, yeah, I went earlier. I'm here.
Oh, you went earlier, did you? Oh, there you go. Maybe I have you down twice. There's another Parker here. So how about, I guess I have Zhang Yu again. How about Bu Yan Fang?
Here.
You're here. Okay, so you're going to be up next. So right now we have, I presume that Joey and Joseph are the same person?
Yes.
Okay. So, and Parking Lot Nerds is going to join them when I say go. So on your mark, timers, are you ready?
Yes.
On your mark, get set, go. Okay, Joey's off. Parking Lot Nerds is, oh, that's interesting. Because of your technique, you now get the inside lane as well. That's very clever.
Yeah.
And Parking Lot Nerds, Rainer and team are doing very well. They always do. Just look at that smooth course. Joey, tell me about your technique while you get past.
So I pretty much just wanted to stay in the middle and at the bigger turns kind of brake. And now that I see my car is braking. Essentially I just wanted to be more conservative than anything. Because I don't have an issue with this model.
Maybe another try for this show, Chris, really quick.
Yeah, let's start this one again. Looks like they both got hit by the, by the latency demons. So we're going to restart this one. So Joey, get back to the start line. Once Joey's back to the start line, I'm going to start the race, and Rainer's going to kick back in via the script. All right, on your mark, get set, go. Okay, Joey's back off. Parking Lot Nerds is off. So all we're looking for is somebody to finish one lap. So Parking Lot Nerds, what's your technique this month?
So we're using behavioral cloning, and we put some track as a base model collected with a lot of curves, and use that as a base with laps driving the optimal race line on this track. So in order to be sure that to have enough data for the curve turns and driving back on the track.
Well, it was looking really good until the collision, but it looks like you might be able to disengage from this collision. I'm not sure. It looks kind of.
We have at least a lap for both of them, don't
we?
we?
You have lap? Okay, let's move on. Oh, 1932. That's excellent. And Joey, what did he get?
22.98.
22.98. Also good. Okay, good enough to move on. Let's disconnect both of you, and let's go to Marine and. Boyan. Boyan. Okay, Boyan and Marine. And then on deck is going to be Heather and Gershom. Heather, are you here? Heather?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And Gershom, are you here?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, you're going to be on next after this. So Marine, and we're just waiting for Boyan. And there they are. On your mark, get set, go. Okay, both off. Marine, you're first. Tell us about your technique.
So I also tried to take the slow but steady approach. I had originally started trying to go fast and drifting, but similar to how like some of the other participants, I was having a lot of trouble getting that first curve. So I trained my model to be safe, knowing that like hopefully it doesn't crash or go through any troubles. Like I know I can trust this one.
Looks good. Looks very smooth. And Boyan?
I was training the car with my mouse. It's actually super hard to control it. So I need to slow the throttle down and try to follow the yellow line to play safe, because there's no way I can drive it fast with my mouse. I think
Yeah.
it's working pretty fine, except it's kind of slow.
Yeah, no, I agree. The mouse is impossible to drive with. Okay, well, we both of you have finished at least one lap. That's good. 46.85 for Boyan, and what do we have for Marine?
All right, finish the third one. So 25.36, 23. No, I'm sorry, 23.97, Chris, first one.
Mm-hmm.
Then 25.36, and then 23.95.
All right, good. Okay, and I think that's probably enough. We have a second lap for Boyan, so they both have times on the board. Let's go to Heather and Gershom.
Can I connect now, or do we wait for the others to?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, Boyan and Marine, you can disconnect, please.
Boyan and Marine, you can disconnect, please. And everybody, if you listen on the Twitch channel, please mute Twitch. There is no reason for you to be on Twitch. You can hear everything from here first.
Exactly.
Just mute your Twitch. You can just go there, click over the little speakers, and then you'll be able to mute that.
Okay, so while we're waiting for Gershom to join, is there anybody who is not raced? Who is signed up and
Yeah, it's Pranav here. I think I figured out why I wasn't able to connect earlier.
Okay, Pranav, we have you up. Is there anybody else? I think we had Sydney and Tony had not showed up before. Or either of you showed up before. Anybody else who is not raced? Somebody's got their Twitch on. Or at least
Chris, I'm going to mute everybody. You can mute yourself, you, Maxine, please.
That might have been us, sorry.
All right, Chris and Maxine, you can mute and then you'll be ready to go.
Yeah. Grace, can you unmute?
Grace, you have to unmute. We can hear. Like I have to mute everybody. And then now you have to unmute. Just go to Zoom, and then there's a mute button there for you. What is it? Let's find him.
I'm sorry. I'm back.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I'm back.
No problem. Good.
So we have Heather and Gershom up now. Timers, are you ready?
Yes.
Yep. On your mark, get set, go. Hall of Mirrors there.
Uh-oh.
Trying to figure out who's unmuted.
It's coming from Heather. There you go.
Heather, can you mute?
Yeah.
Yeah, she got it.
Okay. Heather, if you can just turn off your Twitch audio, then we can ask you about your eraser. Okay. So let's. So I'm going back to Twitch, and I realized that they're both driving.
They're out.
Both out for reasonable reasons involving code, or did something we did?
Yeah, just like
it's just latency.
Let's give them another chance really quick, Chris. Before
okay. Let's do this one last time. Heather, Gershom, we're gonna get you back to the start line.
All right, so let's go, guys. Connect again. You have one more shot.
Reconnect. This is going to be the last.
Don't start yet until Chris says. Please just disconnect. Get ready.
Okay, Gershom's there. Gershom is unfortunately started. Okay, here we are. You're in auto mode, I think.
Yeah, I turned it off.
Okay, there we go. On your mark, get set, go. Okay, Gershom's off, Heather's off.
Yeah, no, they are.
So
that's it.
Okay, you guys. Okay, so Gershom, what do you think? Latency?
Yeah, I mean, I was running this locally for hours and it never went off. But yeah, once I connected to the server today for the first time, yeah, it just could not complete one lap.
And
Heather, it looks like you're not even in auto mode. What do you think's going on?
Yeah, I've been trying today, but like for some reason I can't set it in auto mode. It's worked in auto mode in the past, I'd say.
Okay, well, we'll do it again next month. Have a chance to practice and come back. All right, so I think at this point we only have Heather and Gershom, if you could disconnect. Okay, while they're doing that, Jack and Maxime, I've got to go. So if you guys could run the ladder on your own.
Yeah, we can. I mean, then we'll probably limit to top 16 or something like that. We have to see how many people put time in there.
All right, the both of the line. On your mark, get set, go. This is the last race. Sydney versus Pranav. Sydney is off. Wipes out on the first cone, as often happens. And then Pranav wipes into him, as often happens. Let's do this again. We can't end this way.
Fellas, just disconnect and connect really quick.
Yeah, disconnect, reconnect. Waiting for them to disconnect and reconnect it. There you are. Sydney's in, waiting for Pranav to reconnect. All right, on your mark, get set, go. All right, Sydney is off and wipes into the cone again. Very, very reliable.
Yeah, I
Points on
remember
that.
the riskier model.
Backs up. Pranav makes that first turn. Okay,
Yeah.
Sydney's got an interesting backing up technique, which may get him back into the race, or not, or just going to just keep ramming it.
If Pranav complete one lap, so don't have a been on board.
Okay, even if Sydney does clear the cone, it looks like he's going to clear it on the wrong side. Okay, Pranav has one lap. What's the Pranav's time?
33.70.
33.70. Okay.
Haru against Hudai, and then just the other one.
All right, Sydney, please disconnect. If you're not there, then you'll.
Are we racing right now for the second competition? Like for the second step?
I'm going to instruct the client because I think someone is stuck there. No, the client, the server.
I'm sorry, just give me a minute. I'm reconnecting right now.
Okay. What time is it for you in parking lot nerds? Too late or you good?
Oh, it's 8 p.m. So all right.
All right. Since you guys can get out to have a beer or champagne, you know how.
Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe too young for that.
Oh yeah, you can't. Well, yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Even in Europe, you have to be 18. You're right. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay.
I can buy some, but I can consume. So it's
No,
okay.
no. No, you don't want to do that. Okay. Is this okay? Wait, they're ready. I'm doing Haru.
So basically, from there, it's so the first one versus the last one. I mean, so first versus top 8, and then it's seated like that. Then 2, 7, then 3 versus 6, then 4 versus 5.
Okay.
And then the winners.
So we'll let them. We just basically get to the faster time. That's all we're gonna be doing. Yeah.
Just faster time, even if a car completes the 3 laps.
Well, we can change this and then we can give the reliability. So I like the 3 laps, right?
Yeah. I think what we did last time is that if one car crashes but the other one don't, we set the winner as the car that doesn't crash.
Okay.
I think we did something
Right.
like that. And then if both finish, we just pick the faster one.
Okay. Okay, you guys ready? So I'm doing Haru and then you do Udai time.
Yeah. All right. So I guess.
Were you ready for that or not?
Yeah.
Did you get him? Haru, let's go, man. Don't disappoint me.
Wait,
Let's go.
Okay, yeah, I thought that was gonna be 1, 2, 3, but
I know we didn't. Just go.
Okay.
Someone.
It's sad. It's sad without Chris, though.
I know he's a pro. Next time I have to see how we can do faster, but it's just the whole point of learning this is just organizing it. We have a pass, we'll see.
Yeah, my model won't really work well if there's a car in front of it.
No, it did. Look at that, because it was not quite in front of you.
Yeah.
Oh, mine went out right now.
I know, don't disconnect, please.
Okay.
All right, I have Haru, 1896.
22.11. And then the second lap.
1748. Oh, you're doing your own also? Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing my own.
Right.
23. Okay, and then yours?
1896.
Yeah.
1748.
Yeah.
1741.
Yeah, and I made a typo here. Okay, good. It's how to
Okay, on 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Go.
Woohoo.
Oh no.
All right, so I don't think we have time to keep restarting, so you want to do one more shot, but if not, it will be slow, okay? Just move on. Yeah?
If you want.
Okay, guys, let's move on. So basically, if not, we won't be able to finish up this. All right, next.
So we have yeah.
So I'll start the script as you give the go.
Okay. Evan, you ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3, go. I'm doing Evan.
So I'm doing P&L. Go.
I can see ahead, yeah.
No, stop spoiling us. Just come
Sorry
on.
for that. Sorry for that.
I have at least one lap here.
We have not trained for that, for
Did you get
avoiding collisions.
Yeah, I know, not yet, but we will. Did you get a lap, Heiner?
Yeah, also.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so let's get to the faster lap then. I have 21:43.
21:43. So it's Parking Not Nerds that is moving on.
Okay. So the time I gave was for Evan, right? Yes, 21:43 was Evan. Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, that's right.
This probably is a faster car, so like a no body, low center of gravity, no dragging.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, on 3, fellows. 1, 2.
Oh, could I? Sorry, I had a connection problem.
No problem.
Can I reload that real quick?
Yeah, reload it.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
My bad. I started on 3.
No problem, Nick. Just come back. Just come back.
Like Control C and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Load it
Nick,
again.
if you're running Present Racer, you can just reset it. Just press square if you're using PS4.
So this is actually a different AI because I went for a more reliable one, so it's not Triton Racer.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, Control C, then bring it back, Nick.
Okay.
So if I'm not mistaken, Jack, there's 2 or 3 students there in top 8.
I have to say it. But every time you see UCSD or the Triton AI, they are UCSD.
Okay.
Okay, guys, go connected, please.
We are connected. I think the camera messed up.
Oh.
Yeah, you need to fully disconnect before reconnecting.
You want me to go just kill the...
Yeah, this is a known bug. I'm really sorry, guys. I'll just have to take some time and fix it for the next race. Because this is really a nightmare.
All right, that's it, Nick.
Yeah, good.
Bill, you can maybe just...
I should be on my way.
Okay.
I have a big lag on Twitch, so I can't really.
Yeah, you're here.
But,
You're gonna work. You're
okay,
gonna see
great.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, fellows, on 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
I'm still sending information from my.
That's fine. Is it a computer that's taking long to load, or is communication on the server?
Yeah. My terminal is still sending.
All right. Nick, you have 1976, just so in case you're curious.
That's nice.
I have a problem here. I don't know. I'll let Nick finish, I guess.
Yes, don't disconnect. 1825. So he's advancing anyhow, so. Pretty nice, Nick. And then last one is 1843. So 1976, 1825, 1843.
First one,
1976. Yeah, disconnect both of you guys.
Okay. Good. So best.
All right. So Nick, you're going to start first, and then parking lot not going to join us later because he have a script. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay.
Well, we have 1 lap at least, so it's fine. But if the parking lot nerds finish 3 laps, then they are the winner. Good recovery there.
Oh.
Ouch.
Oof. All right. So I have a one lap for Nick, 20:37.
Okay, just 20.
2037.
Okay. This parking lot notes.
Guys ready?
Connecting.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How do we going to go first? That we don't have to wait until they want to show up because they run on a script automatically start. So on 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
Go.
All right. 1928. It'll be a good race.
1902.
Woohoo!
Ooh. This is starting to get very interesting.
1669.
Ah.
Oh, 1695. Oh, just a bit slower.
Wait. We'll see if we finish or not. All right, we have a winner. 1676. So his best time was 1669. So the times are 1928, 1669, and then 1676. And UCSD take it home again, the trophy. Nice, Haru. No wonder I keep asking to come work with me. I asked to come work with me and say, no, wait, I have to play a little bit of my video game. I guess it's paying off. Everybody was awesome. We have lots of people participating, finish, and getting better. So we will do something different the next time, probably different track, just to add a couple things. And then we're still not quite ready to add cones, but maybe get some extra bonus or maybe a demonstration race that people can go around cone or deviate from cars. We're going to have to figure that out, get a little bit more spicy next time.
It would be possible to add functionality where we can basically just spawn any object on the track randomly. You know, spawn car models, not necessarily drivable, but car models, tracks, cones, things like that. You know, given API, say just spawn some object at a specific location. That's gonna be awesome.
You know what? It's what I've been doing for like the past 2 weeks. So yeah, basically from now you can, I mean, I didn't activate it in this version, but we could spawn a random cone around the center of the circuit. This could be done by the API, but it's a bit overcomplicated for the problem. But the basic logic is there. So in the future, maybe we will do some challenges like 2 random cones on the track or something like that. And if you hit them, you have a penalty. So that's what I'm trying to do. And it works pretty well. But we'll have to find if racers will be able to avoid them. So yeah, for the moment, we can do it, but I'm not sure about some other objects. I think sticking with cones is the best, and I don't think that we could do it.
Maybe we can do initially with a known object. So everybody, if you use a neural net, you train to go around it instead of being random. Because if it's random and people doing neural net, then you have to be something in there, like maybe get the LiDAR information to it, or the RGBD camera to it. LiDAR is already in. That could work also. So just go around, use LiDAR. Okay, everybody. So let's go. I appreciate people from Europe stick around until late. Maxine, we have to wait. We have to wait a couple of years until we invite you for a drink or something like that. Other than that, I appreciate everybody coming over. So I want to stop the recording, and as soon as I can put it in YouTube, then other people will be able to watch this. Thank you.
Hey,
see you next month.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Do you mind if I run a couple more laps? I was hoping to get a second chance in the singing. Or
yeah, no, I'll leave the server up and running. The Switch channel also is there. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All
right, take care, everybody.
Jack, if you want to maybe stay a bit so that we can discuss about what went good and what went wrong and stuff like that.
So let me just stop recording, and then I'm going to stop also streaming that. Hold on.